Well, what's up and welcome back to our series on how to build your first AI agent. This is actually the second video in our series. The first video we talked about what an AI agent is and how it's a little bit different from traditional AI bots or even traditional workflows that you might use that we've been using for the past 20 years or so. And if you're confused about what an AI agent is, or if you just want to get caught up on the series, go back and watch that video first. I'm going to leave a link to it right up here, a little card that you can click on that'll take you to that video. But for the rest of you, let's jump in and review what we're going to be building. So this is a fake site that I set up, a fake company called Slab and Stone Concrete Craftsman. They do things like pool slabs and concrete stamp patios and things like that. It's not a real company. I just built it for this demonstration. And what we're designing is this little widget down here in the bottom. It looks like it's the type of chat widget that we've been using for the past 2 decades. The difference is that this one is connected to an AI agent that can not only answer general questions or put you in touch with a representative, but it also has access to a database of information that it needs to answer pretty much any question that someone coming to your site would want to know about you or your product or service. And what we're going to be covering today is the platform that we're going to be using in order to build this agent, which is called N8N. This is what we would call a low-code platform. It's not a no-code platform, but the good news is you're not going to have to write any code for this. So even if you have zero experience, no technical expertise or background in coding or things like that, I'm going to show you how to do this and you're going to have no problem with it. I've designed this for beginner, people who want to dip their toe in the water. And so the first thing that we're going to want to do is go to N8N.io and set up a free account. Now, N8N is really great. They will give you a 14-day free trial, which is more than enough time to finish the project we're going to work on now. And if you really like it, then of course you can get a subscription. It's only about $25 a month or so. And you can continue to build out multiple different agents and applications inside of here. The easiest way to do it is just to go up here to get started and then fill out this form. And once it pops up, it's going to try and log me in. But just click get started here, let it go through the process, set it up, and then once you're done, you're going to be taken to this page, a page that looks just like this. So go pause the video right now, go and do that and set it up, and then come back and we will jump into the walkthrough of what we're doing. All right, so now that you're signed in with your new account, the first thing that we want to do is just come up here into the top right where it says Create Workflow, and we just want to click on that. And we're going to be taken to this workflow editor that has nothing on it, which is fine. We're going to start from scratch and build from there. Now, what you need to understand is that N8N is an incredibly robust platform. It's almost limitless, the stuff that you can do with this. And to give you an example of that, if I go to open my node panel up here, and that's what we call all the little boxes of things are called nodes, I can do a lot of different stuff in here. And you can see under the apps, all the integrations that it has. You can integrate with Airtable. You can integrate with Asana, which is with AWS. You can integrate with Google, and it's limitless, right? There's so many things that you can do. For this training, I am only going to be covering the things that you need to build the AI agent that we're building. And as your comfort level improves, as your skill level improves, you'll slowly begin to learn more about what you can do with the platform. But for now, we're going to keep it super simple. Now, the first thing that we have to do anytime we're going to start a new workflow is we need some sort of trigger. We need something that says, hey, I want you to do something now. And so if we click on add the first step, it's going to open up our trigger nodes. And these are all of the different ways that we can trigger something to start. So one of the common ones when you're testing is trigger manually. So you'll just set up a manual trigger, and when you click execute workflow, whatever you built will start to work. Another one that's very, very common is on a schedule. So a lot of times you'll want a specific workflow to run, say, every day or every week or every month. And so you can set it up so that things happen at a specific day or a specific time. Another very common one that we will see, and the one that is a form submission. So this is another one. Let's say you wanted to have a special form on your website, maybe after someone signs up for a subscription that you have, and you want them to fill out a form with some information so that you can have an AI do something behind that. Well, you can create a form that they fill out, and that automatically triggers a workflow to happen. And then the one we're going to be using, and one of the most common ones, is on a chat message. So since we're building a chat widget for our website, we're going to want to use the chat widget in order to make that happen. And the chat widget is kind of cool because you can use it both for testing and in a real world application. And to give you an example of how that would work, this is the workflow that we're building, as I said. But if I just come down here and I take our little chat widget out and I create a new AI agent. And so bear with me on this. You don't need to know how to do this yet. We're going to cover it in the training, but I just want to show you exactly how this works. So what we have now is we have a brain. We have ChatGPT as our brain. We have our AI agent, and we have our chat widget. And if I open up my chat widget, I can talk to it just like I could any normal AI agent. I could say, hey, how are you? And it's going to process, and you can see it's going to go talk to ChatGPT. Hello, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How can I help you or assist you today? And I can ask it anything that I could ask a normal ChatGPT agent. And so this is really going to be valuable for us as we start to test out our application here, our workflow, and make sure that our chat app is working before we go and deploy it on a website. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing here. And then everything else that we need to know inside of here is really we're going to cover in other parts of the training. And so what I want you to do now is just get to this point. Get to the point where you have your chat widget set up on your page and you're ready to go before you move on to the next video. And of course, if that video has been released, you're going to see it right here, pop up right here. And if not, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss the next video that I put out in the series, and you can continue to follow along with this build. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.